Top tips. Zippity top tips. Zippity top tips. Zippity top tips. Zippity top tips.
Welcome to Top Tips 2, the follow-up to the hugely successful Top Tips 1.
And if you bought Top Tips 1, thank you for doing so. And of course, thank you for buying Top Tips 2.
Thank you.
Or the big number 2, as we call it. Just a crazy joke.
Yes, we're sure you're not going to regret it.
Well, they might, Vic.
What?
They might regret it.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, well, come on, think about it. If they store the video, say, on a high shelf, quite a high shelf, right? And the juggernaut goes by, or a circus lorry carrying monkeys goes past, causes the house to vibrate. Only slightly, mind, but still enough to tip it off the shelf into the otter storage tank, right? It startles the family otter.
And that's our first top tip. Don't talk stupid. This video could change your life in much the same way as the first one did. In fact, let's hear what Eric Clapton's got to say about this.
I woke up this morning and bought Top Tips 1. And quite frankly, it's changed my life. I was always bothered when I was on the road about transporting me goldfish. All that water slopping about, you know, might get on your clothes. So I took a tip from Viz and popped the bowl into the freezer. Presto, no more worries. And my guitar playing, well, it's never been better. Really, thanks, Vic and Bob. Layla!
You're very welcome, Eric. However, there are people out there who are not as receptive as old Slowhand.
Is that right?
What?
Is that right?
Yes, there are people out there, not naming any names,
Yeah.
but there are people out there who think Top Tips is just a great big joke.
Name those people.
I
Vic.
can't name them.
Name names, Vic.
I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are.
Kenny Lynch. I bet.
He's one, yes.
Yeah.
There are people out there who think it's a great big joke, something to be poo-pooed and laughed at.
Poo-pooed? Poo-pooed?
Yes.
Vic, when will people learn to stop poo-pooing?
I don't know.
You know, in the light of evidence that's virtually scientific style.
I just don't know.
Let's have a look at the footage.
I can't.
Why not?
I'm going to monitor.
As one-time chairman of Mensa and captain of Essex Cricket Club, I thought I knew better than to take advice from Top Tips. Well, there I was in Asda's Croydon branch doing a bit of late-night shopping when suddenly a rogue rhino came charging down the aisle towards me. Of course, if I'd listened to the Top Tips video, I would have run down between condiments and tin veg and darted quickly towards jams and preserves. The bulky animal's momentum would have carried him past me towards the 5 items or less till, and I'd probably still be alive today.
Oh, that's tragic, that.
What is?
Hamlet.
I'll tell you what's tragic.
What?
1978, Kensington High Street. 300 penguins mowed down by a bus.
That's tragic.
It was terrible.
Imagine the blockage.
The blockages all weekend whilst they were sweeping up the beaks.
Imagine the loss of business for the shopkeepers.
It was atrocious, terrible.
Terrible tragedy, that. So anyway, Vic, for purchasers of this video, what lies ahead of them?
Well, we've got a surfeit of useful advice. We'll be showing you, for instance, how to give a goldfish a love bite by simply sticking a straw into its bowl and sucking gently on its neck.
Lucky old fish, I say.
Orange.
Nice.
And we'll be showing you how to confuse a shopkeeper by going into his shop, ordering some wrapping paper and asking him to wrap it up. And we'll later be slicing those old Wellington boots to give yourself a lifetime supply of windscreen wiper blades.
That looks easy and effective, Vic.
Yeah.
Doesn't it, though?
Yes.
It does. Yeah. But before all that, here is an international mind top tip.
Top tips.
Yes, it's a big automotive welcome to Top Tips, and today's top tip topic is cars and car maintenance. Meow, 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 beep, beep. We'll be showing you that you don't need to spend a lot of money on shoddy workmanship. Instead, we'll be showing you that you can get the same results quickly and cheaply yourself, won't we, Bob? Bob?
You talking to me?
Well, you are Bob, aren't you?
No, Vic, I'm not. I'm the artist formerly known as Bob. I am now known as Xerxes Ramasus Lowestoft. And that's my first tip-top motoring tip. You see, why spend literally thousands of lira changing your number plate to a personalised one? Why do it? Much simpler to change your name to match your existing plate. You see, here's my plate. Xerxes Ramasus Lowestoft. Now, no one's going to be confused as to which celebrity is behind the wheel of, in my case, that 1964 Ford Anglia.
You know, that's a cracking tip, that, Bob.
You talking to me?
Sorry, Xerxes. Anyway, let's get into top gear now and motor on down to the Top Tips garage. Well, Xerxes, this is interesting. What's this chap up to?
This, Vic, is John Lupin Arscrest, and he's covering this car in cling film prior to painting it a lovely shade of midnight cream. Now, this means if he's not happy with the shade, he can simply peel it off and start again.
That's great. And there's plenty more we can learn about what goes on under the bonnet. We'll be offering you top tips on compression ratios, on transmission speeds, cam differentials, carbonara, the glove box. And let's not forget the gloves that lie within.
Vic, sorry to butt in there, but there's one phrase you've just used I don't fully understand.
And what might that be, Xerxes?
Car. What is car?
Ah, well, I'm glad you asked. A car is a highly technical piece of transportation equipment in which a mixture of petrol is ignited with a precise measurement of air. This, in turn, produces a series of miniature explosions which drive pistons in a precise sequence, creating rotational forces through a series of complex linkages, which can then be used to impart forward or reverse propulsions.
Well, now you've explained it, Vic. I'm glad I asked.
Hello. Boy, have I got a couple of fantastic tips for you. Firstly, if you want to stop car thieves, just siphon off all your petrol whenever you park your car and carry it around with you in 1 or 2 large plastic buckets. And remember, always carry a tin of white paint and a paintbrush in the boot of your car. That way, if your chosen car park is full, simply paint an additional car parking space for yourself. It's clever, is it not? Yes, it is. Thank you.
Hello, is that the Cones hotline, please? Ah, good. Could I have a 99 flake, please, with raspberry sauce and about 150 hundreds and thousands on it, please?
Never mind that, Xerxes. We've got more important things to do.
Hello, mate. I'm a taxi driver. Could you please fix my indicator so people know where the fuck I'm going?
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Remarkable. That's the only word for it.
Not strictly true, that, Vic, actually. I've been looking at Roger's Thesaurus. You could have used outlandish, extraordinary, exceptional, even striking.
I've told you before, don't talk stupid.
As a former flight director at Mission Control Houston and one-time walk on Extra in Emmerdale Farm, the animated farm series, I know how easy it is to run up a phone bill. So I stop visitors from using my phone without asking by simply taking it off the hook and sitting on the receiver. Believe me, having to pick my arsecrest from the receiver is a small price to pay for economy.
No, then. What's going on here, Vic? Some sort of car boot party?
It looks like it, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
no, Xerxes. What I'm doing is by tying balloons, these are balloons,
Yeah.
onto the front and back bumper of my car, I can park it without damaging it.
How do you mean?
Well, I sellotape a drawing pin to the back wall of my garage,
Yeah.
and I can drive in or reverse in, it doesn't matter. When I hear the balloon pop, I simply apply the brake.
That is a very good safety tip, that,
It is,
Vic.
isn't
Very good indeed. And talking of safety, let's have a look at some ways we might be able to reduce the carnage on England's highways and byways.
Not only England, but Austria as well.
Yeah, Austria.
Or Denmark.
Yes, Vic.
Or
Denmark.
Yugoslavia.
Yes, Vic.
Or Lagos.
Yes.
Or Switzerland?
Yes, Vic, get in the car.
Or New Zealand?
Yes.
You don't have to stop there. Australia?
Vic, get in the car. Thank you. Who's that then?
Know that?
Yeah.
He's the local car thief. He goes around with a couple of petrol cans in case the drivers have siphoned off the petrol and are carrying it around in buckets.
That's very astute, that, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Shall we get in?
Right.
Now, have you ever wondered what happens if your brakes fail when you're travelling at speed?
Quite strange you should ask me that, Vic, because I was just thinking about that a couple of years ago.
Really? What a
Yeah.
coincidence. Well, shall I tell you?
Go on, then.
What you do is you give a sharp tug on your bonnet catch, like so.
Yeah?
Your bonnet swings up and creates a wind resistance to allow you to grind gently to a peaceful halt.
You know, that's a potentially life-saving tip you've just outlined there,
Thank
Vic.
you very much.
But before you gloat, Vic, there's one fatal flaw I can see.
What?
What if you're travelling at high speed, but in reverse, backwards?
Simple. Very simple.
Go on, then.
You simply open all doors and, if possible, you boot. The same effect, but in reverse.
Let me ask you this then, Vic. What if all those systems should fail, right?
Yeah.
Each and every one of them, and there's a brick wall looming large ahead of you.
Easy. You simply rely on your air or wind bag, as I call it. And in this case, I've used a very amusing whoopee cushion.
That's such a fun idea,
I know. And you'll still be laughing when they were cutting out the wreckage.
Well, Vic, we certainly know more about preventing accidents and taking precautions when you're in the car.
Oh, yes.
Agreed?
Oh, agreed.
But talking of kiddies, Vic,
Yes.
what about if you're on the road between, say, Tenby and Milford Haven?
Yes, a lovely road.
B Road.
Beautiful.
Beautiful road,
Very nice
yeah.
choice.
And in the back, there's a kiddie choking on an ice cube.
Oh, what flavour?
Just water flavour.
Oh, dear. Well, it's an all too common occurrence these days, and who better to ask than TV's funny man, Windsor Davies?
Hello, lovely boys. Wait. Get them shoulders back. Show 'em off. Show 'em off. Whenever I'm driving along and a small child starts choking on a ice cube, I simply pour boiling water down their throat. In it. And, hey presto boyo, as if by magic, the ice cubes dissolves and normal breathing has soon restored. Hi-yo, that's all. Dismissed. In it. Boyo. Hey. Hey.
Thank you, Windsor, for that top tip.
That's right. And we'll be doing some more very soon.
Right, come on, Vic. We better be off.
Hang on. We need to get some petrol.
Of course, Mother. Look, it's gone. I bet it was that car thief.
Look, there he goes.
His brakes have failed. Hey, put your bonnet up, mate.
Oh, he's going to hit that wall. I told you, it's a riot, isn't it?
It's a top tip,
Top tips. Top tips.
Hello, Vic. Hello. It's a bit nippy in here, isn't it?
Yes, and that's why I'm installing double glazing.
Vic, hold your horses. Isn't that a bit expensive?
Well, normally, yes. And here's the toppest tip-top tip in this section, which is do-it-yourself and DIY. I'm using cling film.
cling film. The same stuff we used to make those low-cost Johnnies.
Exactly, and I'm even using the same drawing pins.
Nice one. But I tell you what, Vic, once it's covered with cling film, what if it gets a bit too hot?
In that case, I simply rip off the cling film
Yep.
and smash it. Hey, presto, instant air conditioning.
That's fantastic. And Vic, what other DIY tips have you got to pass on for our consideration?
Primarily, my advice to you, if you are going to practice do-it-yourself, And DIY is get somebody else in to do the job for you. But if you're intent on making a bodge of your house, here are some indefensible suggestions.
Well, Vic, this is all coming along very nicely indeed, and it's a tribute to our intelligence and patience. And Vic, I can see that you're wallpapering.
That's right, I'm putting up this expensive and sumptuous wood chip wallpaper.
Gorgeous, isn't it? I'll tell you what upsets me, though, Vic, is when you're wallpapering a few hours before you're due to move house, and the incoming purchaser gets the benefit of all your hard work. Is there anything you can do about that?
There is, yes. To avoid all those messy pastes, simply stick up your wallpaper with
Blue tack.
That way you can avoid the mess and stress of the paste, and you can take the wallpaper with you when you leave.
That is a brilliant tip. And here's another tip for all you wood chip lovers, and I know there's a lot of you out there. And it's this. If, like me, you get a rip or a tear in your wallpaper, this one here was caused by a giant ghost potato entering my house and burning this area. To make a good repair, simply cover the area with glue. That's the glue on. Wicked. Next, cover the affected area with old toenail clippings. It's dry in about 2 hours when it's ready to paint.
Hey, hanging wallpaper is one thing. Keeping it clean is definitely another. Every time somebody uses a light switch, they get the dirty, grubby little paws all over it. Avoid these marks by fixing an ordinary bathroom soap dish and glass holder by the side of every light switch. Your guests can then use the soap and water from the glass to wash their hands before touching the switch. Oh, and you'll need a small towel rail too.
Hello, Vic.
Hello.
It's funny, isn't it?
What?
Carry on, Cleo.
I don't know, I haven't seen it. I couldn't help noticing, Bob, that you used the door then.
Did I?
Yes, you did. And here's a tip to avoid wear and tear on hinges. When you come through the door, simply open it just a little bit, maybe 6 or 7 inches, and squeeze through.
I'll remember that, Vic.
Good.
Now, a common problem for DIY enthusiasts is having a tape measure, or mesure, as in John Le Mesure, that's too short for the task in hand. Well, we've got an answer to that problem, and who better to tell you all about it than American songstress and Academy Award-winning actress, Cher.
Hello. Whenever I'm out filming, on location or on tour like, with the band, I'm always looking for a good length more. So, here's a little invention of my own. Stretch a piece of elastic, make marks at 1 inch intervals. Here presto, a telescopic tape measure that I can store in any nook or cranny in me leotard.
What a racket! I wish I'd never bought every record, video, book and mug she ever produced.
Hey, Vic, I've just been admiring this sofa of yours. It's exquisite. Where did you get it from? Leatherworld?
Well, an easy mistake to make, Bob, but no, I made it myself.
Wow.
Out of one ordinary kitchen chair. I just sawed it in half and balanced these 2 planks between.
Well, it works very well indeed. Can I just give the viewers a safety note there, Vic?
Yes?
Thank you very much. Now, viewers, the toxic fumes from a burning sofa can be highly toxic. So if you're going to make a settee like this, please, please, please plan an escape route before you sit on it. Thanks.
Talking of planks, I couldn't help noticing that you were admiring my exquisitely built bookcase here.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That must have taken you ages to make, Vic.
Well, no, 6 weeks from start to finish.
Never.
Yes. You see, I've avoided using expensive and time-consuming wall brackets by simply balancing the planks on top of the books themselves.
Right. And I suppose if you used books of similar height on each row, the actual shelves themselves would be reasonably level.
Well, that's an option, yes.
As a one-time commissioner of the Metropolitan Police and turnstile operator at Charlton Athletic Football Club, fade degree, I know how precious time can be first thing in the morning. This is what I do. When boiling my egg, I simply pop a tea bag and some milk into the saucepan. In 3.5 minutes, I've got a boiled egg and a ready-made cup of tea. Oh, I can tell it's delicious.
How many times have I told you always saw towards the east?
I thought it saw towards the door.
Bob? Bob, are you there?
Look, a burglar!
Bob, are you there?
It's all right, Vic. It was me granny.
Yeah, but it could have been a burglar.
No, you're right. It could have been. It's a good point, Vic. And why not? Let's have a quick word now about home security.
Why not?
Well, for a start, you can make your house less enticing to a burglar by making other people's houses more enticing to the burglar. Simply pop across the road, prise open a few of their windows.
And it's well worthwhile adopting car theft prevention techniques. Have your house number engraved on all your windows, and that way any would-be thief will certainly think twice before breaking in.
Well, I think that's just about covered all aspects of DIY and do-it-yourself. So I can't wait to find out what the next top tip topic is, Vic.
Yep, come on.
Shall we go?
Yes. Bob, wait! Remember, the wear and tear on the hinges.
I'm sorry, Vic. Sorry. There we are. That's better. That's the way.
Top tips. Zippity top tips.
Hello, Vic.
Hello.
What you doing?
I'm just unpicking the stitching from this old purple jacket.
I can see that, but why?
Well, because I stitched them together to make extra threads.
You've recycled it.
That's exactly what I've done. Now I've got enough thread there to perhaps stitch the top of a pair of trousers or something like that.
I'll put a decorative design on your cap.
Well, that's a possibility, isn't
Yeah.
it? And I'm also going to take the buttons off here because I can use those as a kind of discus for tiny hands.
Like mouse hands.
That's exactly the one.
So, what a simple idea, Vic.
Yeah, thanks.
In fact, simple's the word that often springs to mind when I think of you.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
So what's brought this about, anyway, the clothing sewing thing?
Well, because today, Bob, we're going to be looking at ladies' clothes.
Oh, no, Vic, you know what happened last time you went to Miss Selfridge. Please.
Don't mention the cubicles.
Well, you be careful.
No, because I don't know if you knew this, ladies and gentlemen, but Bob and myself are fashion icons, and today we're going to be offering you some hip, groovy, and with it advice.
Yes, and where better to start than with a tip-top fashion roadshow? And where better to hold such an event than in front of the Carlton Hotel in Cannes?
I'll tell you where. Mr. Sheen's Polishing Paradise Home for Two in Kent.
Yes, we're here to bring you the very best fashion at the best prices. And if you're thinking haute couture, I'll never afford that, you're probably right.
That's why we're here to bring you the latest designs by the latest designers, like Alan Bleasdale, Randy California, and Karl Lagertop.
Hello! I know all about fashion. I have these fantastic flared trousers, which I'm making slender by removing a triangle of cloth from the bottom of each leg and sewing the gap closed. These spare triangles can then be attached to a length of string and used as bunting in street parties. Of course, if the trousers are black, then you can use the bunting for more somber occasions, like a death or the signing of a treaty.
Thank you for that invaluable tip.
And I'll tell you somewhere else you can stick your triangles. If you were around in the 50s and wore drain pipe trousers like these, then by sewing a triangle into each leg, you can instantly create a pair of fashionable flares.
Well, on with the roadshow and Wow, they look fabulous, Vic.
Not only are they fabulous, but they're practical too. These transparent triangular sandwich packs make ideal elbow protectors.
And I can imagine, Vic, there's a practicality side to them too. Because if you were on a train and you spilt your coffee on the table, they'd keep your elbows dry.
Exactly.
Anyway, now it's time to take a look at the new style collection. And here goes, Vic, and first up here is Malcolm. Now, Malcolm's clearly...
Excuse me, how old is Malcolm?
Malcolm seems to me to be in his late 50s. Malcolm's clearly power dressing, and he's transformed a very old and fashionable jacket.
How old is that jacket, that old jacket?
It's got to be 7 years, Vic, I
Right.
think.
Okay.
And he's transformed that dull old jacket into a highly fashionable item simply by the ingenious use of variety-sized cereal packets.
Is one forced to use bran flakes or Special K?
No, Vic, it's just that they're the two flavours that are usually left over.
Right, now what's Brunhilde wearing here?
Well, Brunhilde's demonstrating, Vic, that you don't have to change your trousers just because the pockets are full.
Right.
Simply hang old socks from your belt loop.
How old are these socks?
Anything up to 5 years. That's about a cut-off point.
Right, okay then. Well, it's stylish, it's practical, and of course, it's now.
And you know, Vic, there's no need to throw away old socks just because they've got a hole in the toe.
Right, and so what's the alternative?
Well, simply cut off the whole toe, turn the sock around, sew up the other end. Hey presto, a new sock.
Bob, can I just throw something in here?
Of course. And here's Norman. Now, what's Norman wearing on his feet, Vic? It looks like an expensive pair of patent leather shoes.
They do, Bob, but they're not. That effect has been achieved by simply wrapping sellotape round an old pair of shoes.
Wow, tremendously transparent toe wear, Vic. And I couldn't help but noticing what a smashing pair of tights he's wearing.
Norman's not wearing tights.
No?
No. Instead, he's using a cheap but effective alternative. He simply stapled an ordinary pair of stockings onto an ordinary pair of knickers.
Wow, who would have thought, eh?
Little cough there. As a one-time stunt double for Bonnie Langford and designer of the Harrier jump jet, I know the importance of looking strong and virulent. That's why I've got designer stubble. But designer stubble doesn't just happen overnight. Oh no, or does it? Yes, you can achieve exactly the same effect instantly by simply rubbing syrup into your chin, like so. I'll just do both sides there so you can see the full process. Then you sprinkle the contents of some tea bags onto the syrup. Here we go, there. I've probably not done a great job there, but you'll get the idea. And doesn't that look good and rugged? Thank you.
Of course, Bob. Speaking of ruggeds and Irishes and syrups and that, there are a lot of toupee owners out there wearing unobtrusive syrup of figs, or wigs, like this one here.
That's not a wig.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's fantastic, Vic.
Isn't it? Well,
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Well, calm down. There are a lot of people out there who are worried that if a sharp gust of wind should blow up, it could blow off their syrup of figs, revealing their shining, balding eggheads and leaving them wide open to ridicule and suspicion.
Well, nicely introduced, Vic, so what's the answer?
Well, the answer is simply one of these. What about that? In that light? Now, that's lovely, isn't it?
That is lovely.
Isn't that nice? Now, that's effective. It'll keep the syrup in position, and it also doubles up as being a really delightful and attractive hat in its own sense.
Oh, no!
What?
Vic, your jacket!
It's not on fire again, is it?
It's showing terrible sign of wear and tear, that jacket.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, what can I do about that?
Well, here's a top tip, ladies and gentlemen. You can save wear and tear on your clothing by up to 20%. Yes, a massive 20%.
Wow!
Yep, simply by not turning up for work on Mondays.
But, Bob, would this apply if one were to take off Thursday instead?
I don't know, Vic. I'd have to find out.
God blimey, Governor, it's a tough old life and no mistakes. Do strike a light, I've come to deliver your coal.
Well, I tell you one thing, Bob. I wouldn't like to be a coal man.
Are you insinuating that such work's beneath you, Vic?
I'm not saying that at all, no. It's a very worthwhile profession, but being a coal man, there's one very grave problem.
What's that?
Coal dust.
Coal does what?
Coal dust.
Oh, coal dust.
Coal dust.
All right.
It sticks to your clothes, making them look all sooty and unattractive.
And is there a solution to this, Vic?
Oh, yes. All coalmen should take night jobs delivering sacks of flour. That way, their clothes will always be nice and white and clean.
That is a top tip, Vic. Well done.
Well, will you look at me? I'm as clean as a new pen and no mistake. Thanks, fellas, you're a pair of toughs.
Well, Vic, leaving aside work clothes, temporarily mind, what if you're a celebrity such as, Kenny Lynch or Lance Percival? You've always in the public eye, you've always got to wear particularly fine raiment.
We're talking fur, aren't we, Bob?
I'm talking fur, Vic.
That's good. We're both talking fur. That's a good starting point for the conversation. But you're quite right, yes. There was a time in Hollywood when those big stars would attend their opening galas, their charabanc trips and their car boot sales, dressed in the finest floor-length fur coats.
But no longer.
Well, I couldn't wear them any longer. They'd trip up, wouldn't it?
No, Vic, not anymore, no longer.
Oh, I'm with you. Right, yes, well, you're quite right, but those days are long gone because animal rights activists have put a stop to those shenanigans. Fur coats are no longer de rigueur.
But is there a way round this blanket ban, ladies and gentlemen? Who better to ask than little comedy megastar Jimmy Cranky?
Whenever I'm getting ready to go out to a Swiss Hollywood gala, I know that I can't wear a fur coat because animals have been deliberately killed to make it. I've got round this problem by using animals that have been killed by accident. I just pick up the crushed bodies of the small animals which have been run over and I pop them into the boot of my pedal car. Once the boot is full, I can make the stylish fur coat. Fun-dabby-doozy!
Well, wasn't that a cranky idea? And talking of special events, ladies, you can knock them dead at Royal Ascot this year simply by going into your garage or garden shed, getting the biggest item you can find and wearing it on your head.
And on that stylish note, it's goodbye from the Top Tips Fashion Roadshow. See you soon.
Bye.
Well, this year at Ascot Bob, I'm wearing the Cavalier hat.
What, like the Four Musketeers?
No, Vauxhall Cavalier.
Oh, the car?
Yeah, in fact, it is a Vauxhall Cavalier.
Prone to rust, you know.
Are there?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I won't bother then.
What will you wear it with?
Slingbacks.
Oh, of course.
You don't know that.
Top tips. Zippity top tips.
Hello, Bob. I've just been harnessing the power of the wind.
Oh, nice one, Vic. And, of course, Merry Christmas to you.
Pardon?
Merry Christmas, Vic.
But it's only May.
Yeah, but Vic, you can bet your bottom dollar the supermarkets will soon have the Christmas items in and I'm just stealing a march on them.
Very good idea. So what's Sissy doing here?
Vic, I'm making attractive and decorative Christmas decorations with my old lottery tickets.
What a good idea.
Note the pinkness that entices. And saving myself a lot of money. Yeah. And, of course, a reminder of how much money I've blown on the lotto during the preceding year.
Too much, I'll be bound. But you won't have any money to spend on presents, will you?
No worries, Vic, because this year... I'll just finish that one. This year, I'm making my own presents. For example, a kaleidoscope.
Wow, let me see that. That's fantastic.
Vic.
Well, it's not
that's,
that good.
Vic, that's not finished, that one yet. Put it down. This is the finished kaleidoscope. You'll see, coloured glass there, secured by cling film in a gossamer kind of way.
Well, let me have a look at that. Let's see. Wow! That's exciting. That's very attractive, but it's a bit painful.
Vic, I should have said. Vic.
What?
You're meant to keep it pointed downwards at all times.
Well, I'll remember that next time. Thanks for telling us.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, dozens, literally dozens more tips to show you. Just follow me. Come on, Vic.
Hello. Christmas is such an expensive time of the year, but I found a way to save hundreds of your English pounds. I've given up sending cards or presents to all my elderly relatives. I mean, most of them are totally gaga-loopy anyway.
Wow! It's like a winter wonderland in here.
You bet, old man. It's fantastic, isn't it? What do you think of the tree?
It's great, but the nails are falling off already. That's a bit of a worry, isn't it?
It is a worry, Vic. It's plastic. I tell you what, Vic, I wish I had something more Christmassy to decorate it with other than guns and newspaper.
Well, what about this? It's just an ordinary tampon.
It's not a super tam.
No, it's just an ordinary tampon.
Right.
You apply glue to it and then dip it in glitter and hey presto, a beautiful Christmas tree bauble.
That is a tip-top tampon tip, Vic.
Thank you.
Nice one, but... You know, I instantly found myself thinking, where am I going to get glitter from?
Yes, well, I know how you feel, because since the Great Glitter Wars, there has been a bit of a dearth of glitter,
Yeah?
hasn't there?
Oh, you
what
bet.
I do is take grains of salt and wrap them in tin foil. Hey, presto, real glitter.
Wow. It's like living in a world of glitter because there's salt and sugar everywhere in the kitchen, Vic.
Of course there is. Anyway, have you got any other presents?
Yeah. Oh, can I show you this one I got for me granny?
What's that?
It's a video recorder.
That's not a video recorder, that's a toaster.
Oh, I know that, Vic, but she won't. She's blind as a bat. She'll enjoy it.
Excellent. Well, I can see I've been ever so grateful at your expensive Christmas gift. What's this over here?
Ah, that, Vic, is a Labrador puppy that I've purchased for my sister's daughter.
But there's 190 days to go to Christmas.
So what, old man?
Well, you can't keep it locked up in there. It needs air, food and water.
Well, all right, Vic, it seems a lot of trouble to go to for a cuddly toy.
For a what?
Cuddly toy?
You mean it's not a real... Oh,
You didn't.
I thought it was a real dog.
Vic.
I feel stupid now. Embarrassed's the only word for it.
Well, that's not strictly true, actually, Vic. According to Roger's Thesaurus, you could have used abashed, perplexed, humiliated, or even disconcerted.
Yes, or self-conscious, but that's hyphenated, so we can't use that one. Anyway, how do you send such a fragile gift as this through the post without it being damaged by, I don't know, an eager post office enthusiast?
Simple, Vic. Maltesers.
Small cheeses?
No, Maltesers, Vic. You see, Maltesers make an ideal packaging material. Simply pop them into the box to surround your fragile item in a kind of chocolatey hug. Additionally, my niece can eat them when she receives the present as a kind of edible section of it.
Great!
As a one-time pioneer of transplant surgery and wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, I've come to appreciate the value of giving the right present to the right person. For instance, if you're sending someone a high-tech skateboard such as this, here, now, then how about including a pair of paint rollers like these, here, now, which he can use as stabilisers to prevent him losing his balance or balance. What's more, when he becomes proficient, simply build him a couple of ramps in your living room and he can paint your ceiling in seconds.
Wow, that looks festive. Where'd you get your snow from? Don't tell me. You got it out of the freezer, the ice from the freezer, and you ran it through a cheese grater.
No, I did think of that, Vic, but I couldn't be sure it would last all through Christmas. Do you see? So what I'm using is desiccated coconut. I simply glue the flakes to the window and I get an ideal snow effect. I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
And the beauty is that after Christmas you can chip off the flakes and fry them up as a treat for the kids.
And I would imagine you get the same effect from using mashed potato.
Yeah.
Or curry.
I don't think with curry, no. But there are lots of foods that can be used in novel, decorative ways, Vic.
Right.
For example, these pineapple rings make an ideal Christmas tree decoration. They slip over the branches easily there without the need for string or hooks.
Yes, and don't throw the juice away. Simply put it on the mantelpiece as a delicious Xmas treat for Santa. A simple string of sausages draped around your room makes an ideal Christmas decoration.
But don't forget to cook them before you give them to the kiddies.
What I've done here is alternate them with Brussels sprouts to make a truly colourful Christmas decoration.
That's right, and they won't rot the kiddies' teeth.
I'm really looking forward to having a good time and having lots of people around for dinner.
Who are we having round then?
Well, I thought of having a family reunion, but I can't seem to get in touch with anyone. Any ideas?
Not personally, Vic, no. But here to answer your question are country and western singers Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah, howdy, y'all.
Whenever we're recording million-selling albums,
Or performing at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville.
we always enjoy having our family and friends around us.
You sure can't beat the want of having your kinfolk close by. But how'd you track 'em all down, Kenny?
Easy. You just go on the old TV and announce that you've won that there National Lottery. Relatives you never knew you have will come out of the woodwork. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, Kenny. Let's you and me do a song together.
You down right there, Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene,
Don't take your words, pal.
Well, that just about covers Christmas.
Hey, hold your horses, Vic. I just want to finish these delicious Christmas puddings, if you don't mind.
Oh, how lovely. Have you popped a sixpence in them?
No, I'm not using sixpences, Vic. I use these tiny little numbered discs.
What are they all for?
Well, I pop one into each pudding, right? And then I can identify who's eaten which pudding. Now, you know at Christmas how people get a bit spewy?
Yeah.
Right, through over drinking?
Yeah.
If they spew up on my carpet, I can identify the culprit via the disc.
What a good idea, and you can damn well make them clean up after themselves.
Exactly.
Well, until the next top tip, it's Happy Christmas from the both of us.
Happy Christmas.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Top tips. Super top tips.
Hello, Vic. I've just murdered a man using cold blood.
Yes, I heard the cries.
What you doing anyway?
I fell out of bed this morning and I accidentally detached my retina.
Ooh, that can happen, that. That happened to me, actually, Vic. I remember I spent a fortune on corrective surgery as well.
Well, I've eliminated that problem by doing it myself. I simply open the lid of my CD player here,
Yeah.
and I stare at the laser whilst it's switched on.
And how's your sight now?
Well, it's perfectly fine as long as you stand right in front of me and don't move.
Oh, well, that's not bad, is it? Hey, Vic, have you seen this? You like this?
What the hell's that?
Vic, it's an orthopaedic car seat made from ping pong balls filled with cement and attached to an old string vest.
Well, you'll certainly notice a difference when you're driving with that.
Especially when I'm driving, Vic. But come on, reveal all, Vic. What is the topic for discussion on Top Tips today?
Well, coincidentally, it's health, fitness and hygiene. For instance, did you know it's possible to stay perfectly clean without ever washing?
Don't be so stupid.
It's true, man! You wrap yourself in masking tape every night. In the morning, simply peel it off and the dirt has stuck itself to the sticky side of the tape.
It might just work. It sounds too good to be true, though, Vic. There must be a drawback.
Well, you lose all your pubic hair.
All right. Well, it's a small price to pay for personal hygiene, Vic. It's very important, you know.
I know.
If you look after your personal hygiene, you'll be an altogether happier person.
And does that apply to everyone?
Absolutely everyone, Vic. Everyone can do something, even if it's only a little bit, to improve themselves.
What, even fat people and bald heads?
I think particularly fatties and bald people, Vic. Fat people, for me, should employ someone to walk a few yards behind them. I don't know, perhaps a juggler, fire eater, something like that.
Right.
To distract the public's attention away from their fatness and their fat ways.
Right.
Bald people should have one of these.
What is it?
It's exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
Well, it's a bit of carpet attached to some elastic, Vic. Now, what the bald person does is he touches his baldness with the tool.
Right.
And he'll believe that he's got a full head of hair, increasing his self-esteem sky high.
That's marvellous, because a friend of mine was so depressed about his appearance that he tried to hang himself. Fortunately, he was a bit indecisive and used bungee rope.
Oh, well, at least he survived then.
Oh, he didn't survive.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no, because he bounced back and destroyed his mind on the ceiling.
I'll tell you what, Vic, let's go and get fit.
What a good idea!
Come on.
Come on, then.
Your retina's still detached then, Vic?
No, I think it's popped back into place.
As one-time director of covert operations at the CIA and quality control tester for Deputy Dog movies, I know how distressing obesity can be. That's why I encouraged my wife to endure painful and expensive liposuction. Furthermore, by timing it to coincide with Christmas, we were able to use the excess fat drained and removed from her stomach and buttocks to baste the turkey and roast the potatoes. Even 4 years on, I can still taste them.
Wow, look at this temple of fitness, Vic.
It's wonderful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? But Vic, tell me, do you really have to come here every day of the week for 6 or 7 hours to get the body of a bodybuilder?
Oh, no, Bob.
There are other ways and means of achieving that look. For instance, you could wear a vest that's too tight for you.
Yeah.
And walk around like you're holding 2 rolled-up carpets under each arm.
I'll try that.
Give it a go. See how you feel with it. Hang your coat up.
Like that?
That's the look. Now come this way. If you want to improve your basic physical fitness, you could always use a bike.
Sorry, love, he's got no right to talk to you like that. You're really rather attractive.
I was talking about the machine. You see, these exercise bikes, Bob, are good for the hearts, they're good for the lungs, and unlike the conventional bike, you don't have to suffer flat tyres or getting those flies stuck in your teeth or wedged in your eye juice.
But Vic, man, I much prefer the exhilaration of a real bike. Riding out in the English countryside. And to protect myself from those flies, Vic, I use these.
What the hell are them?
Vic, it's a pair of T-strainers tied together. No flies will penetrate this steely mask, I can tell you.
Actually, you look a bit like a fly yourself.
And by inserting a piece of orange in my mouth, Vic, there's no way into my mind via my mouth for those flies.
Very smart. Pardon?
It's a kind of gum shield.
So have you always been a fan of strapping Adonis?
Oh, no, Vic. There was a time when I was quite weedy and underweight, you know. So I bought myself a bull worker.
And how was it?
I never found out, Vic. I couldn't get out of the box.
Anyway, so I bought myself a Cindy Crawford fitness video. And within no time at all, I developed incredibly powerful muscles in my right hand.
That's funny because you're left-handed. But I know what you mean because I bought a Jane Fonda video.
And how was it?
Well, I watched it on Golden Pond 5 times and I didn't spot one single exercise in it. Apart from rowing.
Yeah, there's the rowing, isn't there? So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the gym is the ideal place to tone up your body and lose some weight.
And here's a little routine that might assist you with your dieting.
What's that, Vic?
Weigh yourself.
That's a tip-top tip, ladies and gentlemen. Vic, can you help us with the perennial problem of knowing perhaps when you're overdoing it diet-wise?
Well, yes, when your knees become fatter than your legs, it's time to turn once again to our old friend the donut.
Ah.
Hello, big girls. I know all about staying in shape. It's all about willpower. I'm on 2 diets at the moment. Well, you don't get enough food with one. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! I'm a personal friend of Felix the Cat and Sinbad the Sailor.
Now swimming, Vic, that's a good exercise, isn't it?
Marvellous exercise, marvellous. It tones up the whole body.
Yeah.
It's, do you know, a good swim is the equivalent of a 5-mile run. In fact, my local pool's drained all the water out and you just have a 5-mile run.
But Vic, what if you're a non-swimmer or you live miles from the nearest swimming pool?
Well, that's a very good point. Let me demonstrate. Here's an ordinary man.
Ah.
Here. Hello, man. Now then, what you need to do is put the goggles on the man.
Man, put the goggles on.
The goggles are now going on the man.
Yes.
You fill the goggles with water.
Man's goggles filling with water, Vic.
There we are. Now, immerse the man's head in the bowl of water.
Immersing head in water, Vic.
We simply then squirt water into the ears. Hey presto, all the pleasure and enjoyment of a trip to the swimming pool without the inconvenience and expense. How was it for you, man?
Marvellous, wonderful. I enjoyed that so much. I think I'll take up swimming.
Well, there you are. You'll need these.
Yes, hands, man.
Simply apply these and he's ready for swimming.
Yes, there's the men's rings on.
Well, you never know. I might win a gold medal.
Don't be stupid. You know, the thing I don't like about swimming, Bob, is the chlorine, and it gets in your eyes and makes them all red.
No, I know what you mean. And it's interesting you should bring that up to Dave all days, Vic, because I've brought along a variant of my fly filtration system. Do you remember that?
I remember that and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've got it here now, and it's my personal chlorine filtration system, or Persephus.
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 That's a very, very catchy abbreviation. But to me, Bob, even with my retina only slightly detached, I can see that that's nothing more than a pair of tea bags attached to a bit of string.
Look, Vic, do you want to keep the chlorine out your eyes or not?
I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. You've apologised. That's nice. I've forgotten what you said already.
Right.
What was it that you said?
I was just mocking your eye patch things.
You bastard. Anyway, what do you think, Vic?
Well, I'm immediately thinking stylish and effective. In fact, it's not so much a top tip as a PG tip.
I'll never forgive you for that joke, Vic. Never, ever, ever forgive you for that. I can't forgive you, Vic. Not in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. I'll never forget it. Never.
Well, I think about now's the time we address the problem of what happens if a fire breaks out in your house whilst you are out of it.
What, you mean you're drunk?
No, I don't mean if you're drunk, I mean if you're not in your house. And who better to ask than Colonel Gaddafi?
The British Empire is on tonight, yes? Good. Whenever I'm out down the pub or off negotiating a delicate peace deals in other countries, I know that my bedsit in Libya is safe from fire, thanks to these. Instead of having expensive smoke alarms, I've got hundreds of balloons like this, full of water, suspended from my ceiling. Then I've covered the floor with air-filled balloons, each with a drawing pin stuck on the top like so. In the event of a fire, the temperature will cause the air-filled balloon to rise from the floor, and the pins will burst the water-filled balloons, thus extinguishing the fire. Probably. My mother-in-law, talk about fat, it's ideal for cooking with.
Well, now I've reached the peak of physical fitness, the right diet is vital. And that's why I've started eating this low-fat yogurt.
It's a good idea, Vic, but the problem with that low-fat yoghurt is it's too runny.
Ah, now then, I've thought about that because by simply adding a nice spoonful of lard, I can thicken it up a little.
That's a good idea. Nice one.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, here's a tip for losing weight, right? Dispense with using sugar in your coffee and use sand instead.
Because it doesn't dissolve, you can use it again and again and again.
That's right, Vic. Well, now we've got the perfect bodies, what else is there to do?
Well, in my opinion, a deep, healthy golden tan gives a healthy glow to any physique.
But Vic, how do I achieve this tan, of which you rightly speak so fondly, without expensive sunbed treatments or going for holidays in hot climates?
Well, what I use is this. It's exterior wood stain. It gives a lovely, healthy mahogany tan, and if it rains, you won't rot.
It does exactly what it says on the can. Don't know about you, Vic, but I'm going to go and have a look at the spa.
I think I'll join you. Of course, you can create your own spa at home.
Yeah?
Shall I tell you how? Well, you simply fill your bath with water, put about 16 kilos of salt in it, and then you've recreated your own Dead Sea.
That is a top tip, Vic.
Thank you.
How's your retina, by the way?
It's pretty good, actually. It's fine, thank you.
Oh, nice one.
Nice of you. Yes, the retina's